Hi crocheters of the world, in this tutorial we will work together on this blouse. You can see on my Facebook page photos with me wearing it, so you can just see it in entire look, let's say. It's a contiguous technique, but it is crochet, not knitted. Now I've seen lately this contiguous technique, knitting technique, and I was really fascinated about because it's so easy and it's so beautiful. So I said to myself, okay, I can do it. I think I can do it with a crochet hook, because as you know, I like to knit, but I absolutely love to crochet and to design crochet things. So yes, I have it. This is it. And this summer I also did, this was the first one actually that I did with this technique. It's a summer blouse, so very beautiful, so very lovely. I wear it really all summer long because it is worked with a bamboo viscose natural yarn, so fresh, so lovely. And you can find it obvious in our boutique. I want to say, always say that we ship only to Europe because of the cost of the shipping, so it's not our fault. I'm sorry, this is what we can do for now. If you want to work it with the yarn that I used, then this is the yarn. It is Creative Reflections print. It's a very fancy yarn, as you can see. Actually I did it, I thought of this blouse as a blouse for the Christmas. It's like I don't know, it is so fancy, so lovely, even with a I don't know, black skirt or something like this will be just lovely. Now you can take it in black and silver, which is so fancy, or brown and gold, or this one is green and silver, or this one which is kind of fireworks fireworks and silver. Can you see? It's a little bit all of them. Or this one, look at this one, isn't it just lovely? Okay. Or if you don't want to have it so glittered, you can just use Creative Melange. Again, a very lovely yarn that you can find in our boutique. I will put the link below so you can have it. Now, quantity of yarn, it's about 350 grams for a small size. For a medium size it's a 400 grams. For a here we have about, in 50 grams I have about 200 meters. Okay, so you can just figure out. And it is to be worked with a 3 to 3.5 crochet hook, and actually I worked it with 3.5 crochet hook. So for a small, medium, large size you will need about 500 grams, and for a large I said, for a extra large size you will need about 600 grams. I have the written instruction if you that I can offer with the purchase. So if you purchase the yarn from the boutique, you have the written instruction for free as usual. So let's get started. In the tutorial I walk you through the construction step by step, and I actually explain you how to alter it in every size that you want to work it. So I think you will enjoy it. I hope you will enjoy it. I really love it. It is fancy but also comfy, and these two words together, these two qualities together are just great. So I like the tutorial. Okay,
Right.
now first of all, measure the circumference of your head or the neckline, that so the circumference of around the neck that you want it to be. Okay, a little bit large, of course, not very straight, and put a half of this. So we have to cover with these arches that I will show you a half of this circumference, and the arches must be in a number, in a even number, okay, odd number, sorry. So 3, chain 3, insert hook into the very first chain and double crochet into it, and then we just continue on like this, chain 3, insert hook into the first and double crochet into it, chain 3, and we just go ahead like this. These are our arches, 1, 2, 3. I will put a odd number, sorry, and my odd number in this case, this sample that I am showing you the construction, is 5. So I just want to work, I have my 5, and this is half of the circumference of the total circumference around the neck, okay, the neckline. So this must be half of the circumference. The other half, obvious, must be the same number of arches. So I put 5 here, I will put 5 on the other side. Okay, so I will just go ahead and work the first of the other half, and I will also put a marker into it immediately. Okay, and now I'll just continue on with 4 more, because as I said, 5 is my lucky number in this case. So I put 5 arches on one half, and I will complete with 5 more to complete the circumference of the head, of the neck actually. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. And now like this, just be sure that are all aligned with the right side facing you, exactly as for the chain. Insert hook into the very first chain and slip stitch to join. So for now it is really easy. Okay, this is what we have. This is the circumference of the circumference of our head. So this is what we need. Okay, 5 plus 5 must be a even number, half of the circumference, even number of arches. Now that I joined, what I want to do is to skip. I just want to be sure that, okay, what I want to do is to skip into the very first space, space here with a slip knot, and then I will insert hook into the chain here. We have the chain here, and I will slip stitch one more time. So I kind of want to be in the center of this arch, and now I will just begin to work. I work 2 more chains, and this stands for our first first double crochet and 2 double crochets. Okay, so I have my, I can chain 3, actually it's a little bit too short with only 2. Okay, and then I will work 2 more double crochets. So actually we have 3 double crochets. This is the idea. Okay, now what I want to do is to work 3 double crochet until the next the marker actually. So I just insert hook into the next arch and work 3 double crochets, 1, 2 and 3, and then I will go into the next and work 1, 2 and 3, and go into the next and to the next until I will reach my marker. So I completed with 4. Actually this is my first arch, and I work only a half of the corner, the first corner. Then I worked 4 because I have 5 on one side, if you remember, and I work 4 in the next 4 arches, 3 double crochets, and now I am into the working into the arch with the marker, and here will be worked the first plain corner. So 3 double crochet, exactly as for the granny square, chain 3 and 3 more double crochets, 1, 2 and 3, and this is our corner. Now on the other side we must have the same number of arches that we had here on this side with 3 double crochets, so 4 in my case. Okay, I have 1 2 3 4, and I will actually work the same thing. 3 double crochets into each. 1 2 and 3, and then I will go into the next and work 1 2 and 3. Okay, so now I almost finished the round. I work into the last group of last arch, and now I will just go into my very first arch where I already worked 3 to work 3 more. So this is my first corner. It's more or less like a poncho, so I will chain 1, insert hook into the third chain of the beginning chain 3 and double crochet into it, so I just finish. So if we put it like this, it's a poncho. If we put it like this, it's my contiguous, the beginning of my contiguous blouse or poncho, because even like this we can just continue on to work a poncho. I will show you. So from here we will begin with the arrow stitch, and arrow stitch will be worked in two repeating rounds. Let us begin with a chain of 3 again and 2 more double crochets. This is half of the corner. As we already know, we begin with 3 and we finish with other 3, chain 1 plus double crochet into the third chain to finish in the middle. Okay, now into this first round to repeat of the 2, we will always work 3 double crochet over the first group of 3 double crochet and over the last group of 3 double crochet before the other corner. Of course, we will work the same thing on the other side. So I will just insert hook into the chain 3, into the third chain, work 1 double crochet, into the next double crochet, 1 double crochet, into the, sorry, I skipped 1, oops. So into the next double crochet, 1 double crochet, and into the next one more. Okay, then I will work, you can, or because you will have more sequences, so you can put a marker before the last group of 3, before the chain 3. Okay, so you will know that what you have in between you need to work in sequences of 2 groups, okay, because the arrow stitch, it is worked in on 6, so the multiple of 6. So now I have my 6 double crochets here, and I will yarn over 3 times for the double triple, skip all that we have, and into the last double crochet of the second group I will work my double triple. And now I will work into the skip 5 double crochets. Double crochets I will work from the back like this, because I just want to push the double triple on the front side of my work. Okay, this is my 3rd, 4th and 5th double crochet. I have all my 5. And now I will go ahead and work the same thing on the other group of 6. And of course you will have more, so you will just go ahead and cover all your groups of 6. So 2 groups of 3 double crochets must be worked. Okay, 3 4 and 5. Okay, now I can take off my marker, and I will work 3 double crochets into each of my 3 double crochets before the chain 3. Okay, into the chain 3 I will work the corner, obvious, so 3 double crochets, chain 3, 3 more double crochets, and on the other side I will repeat exactly what I did here. So begin with 3 double crochets, work on the other pairs of groups of 3, so 6, 6, 6, as many as you have, and then you have to finish with 3 double crochets over the last 3 double crochets, and of course you have to finish your corner, but I will show you it later on. When I finish actually. So now I am ready to work my sequences of 6. I will skip 5, insert hook into the last and work my double triple. Then I come back and work double crochet into each of my 5 double crochets that I skipped. Four and 5. Okay, go ahead and work the other sequence. Now, as I said, obviously I have only 2 sequences, but okay, and 5. And now I will work 3 double crochets before the corner. And now to complete the corner, as I did before, as I shown you before, work 3 double crochets, chain 1 plus a double crochet into the 3rd chain to complete your round. Okay, now this is the first round actually of the pattern stitch that we completed. So we must begin, so immediately after the corner and before each corner we will work into the first and the last, before and after the corners we will work 3 double crochet into the groups of 3 double crochet. Okay, this group, as you can see, we begin and we finish the row, let's say, with this, and then of course we work the corner. Okay, now I will show you the second round to repeat. So I finished my first round of the repeating, and now let us begin our second. As you can see, we have it like this or like this, so depends on how you want to work it. It's so versatile. Now each second round we will turn and we will work from the wrong side each second round. Okay, each even round. So chain 3 and turn. Now again work your 2 double crochets to complete the first group of 3, and now, as I said, we will add into each second round, we will add on one side and on the other side. So now the chain 3 divides the 2 sides, front and back. So this is front, this is back, are equally the same. Now we will add into each second round, we will add 1 sequence on this side, 1 sequence on the other side, sequence of arrow stitch. So yarn over 3 times, insert hook into the very last, the 6th of this 6 double crochet, and work your double triple. Again, another thing which is different from the first round to repeat is that we will leave this double triple on the back side. So let's say we will work in front of this the 5 skipped double crochet. So it's 1. As you can see, I leave it on the back. And this because I wanted to have it actually on the right side, okay? And now I will just complete the other arrow sequences. It is really easy now from the second row because you don't need to count the stitch where to work your double triple. It's really easy to identify. Let me just show you into this 1, 2, 3. It's here. Can you see it? It's this one. It's larger than the other 5. So it's so easy to identify, and you don't need to count, you just work it, and then you go ahead and work the 5 stitches that you skipped, leaving the double triple on the back. 3, 4 and 5. Now on this side we will add we are almost at the end of the first side. So these are the two corners. As I said, we have front and back, and they are the same. So as we work the front, we work the back. Now I will skip 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into the last, which is the last double crochet before the corner, before the chain 3 space. Work my double triple, then I will work my skipped 5 double crochets. Okay, so always turn to work to begin a new row. The first row, so the odd number rounds, sorry, are worked on the front side. The even number rounds are worked on the wrong side. Okay, and now I am into the corner where I will just work the corner, 3 double crochet, chain 3 and 3 more double crochet. Then on the other side, as I said you before, I will just repeat exactly what I shown you, exactly what I worked on this side. Okay, now we will repeat the first these two actually rounds, repeating rounds, until these two lines, increasing lines, will be about at the half of your arm. Okay, so this is the yoke. You will just go ahead and work about 6 to 8 centimeters more than the shoulder. Okay, so you will just go and work on the arm. Half of your arm must be. Okay, so I will just go ahead and put here, I don't know, maybe 2 more rounds. I will repeat, and then I will be back to show you how to continue on. We will work the front side only and then the back side only. So this is my yoke ready. I have, let's say here it's the shoulder, and now I have half, about, as I said, 8 centimeters. I have like this on the arm. Okay, so it's nice and large. Now we will, first of all, if you want to go ahead and continue on working only these 2 rounds that I shown you to repeat, you will just end up with a lovely poncho with the arrow stitch, and you will just have a lovely poncho. This is it. Okay, you can also continue on with a nice poncho like this, working in length now on one side and in length on the other side. Let me show you, and then of course I will show you how to put the sleeves if you want to make it as a blouse, and how to actually work the arm. Now first of all, when we decided, so when we have the yoke ready, we will work only on half, which means from the corner to corner, and we will work like this. This is my, let's say this is my very first row, and I will turn, work a chain of 3. So you work a chain of 3 plus 3 more, so 3, not 2, 3, because now we will need 1 border double crochet at the beginning and at the end of each row. Okay, now I will work 3 because I completed 1 sequence to repeat. The last is the sequence completed, so I completed first and second. Okay, and stop working actually the yoke with 1 sequence completed, so the first and the second that I already explained you. So you will begin the next like this. Okay, with 3 and 3. Now you will just continue on and work all, and you will finish with the group of 3. So it's exactly the first round to repeat, only that it is a row. So you will finish again with 3 double crochets over these 3 more double crochets here plus 1, but I will show you at the end. Let me just finish this row, because from now on we will work in rows. Okay, so I almost finished my first row. As I said before, I just want to show you how to finish it. I work my 3 double crochet over the a group of 3. Now into the chain 3 I go to work 3 more double crochets, and I will finish with 1 double crochet into the second chain of the 3. So would be this one, and I will just get into it and work my double crochet. Okay, from here, if you want to work only the poncho, the straight poncho, so it's the rectangular poncho, you know, that kind of, you will just work in length for the front side, and exactly the same thing you will work on the back side. Okay, and you end up with a lovely poncho. Okay, long poncho, so like a rectangular poncho. If you want to continue on for the blouse, we will just repeat the sequence, so first and second row, as many times as to cover the length, half of the circumference actually of your arm. So you will just take the circumference of your arm where it's larger, and half of this circumference you must complete with your pattern. So we will work in pattern first and two, first and two, first and two, as many times as you need. Now you must repeat the entire sequence again as for the yoke. So you must have a even number of rows completed for this half of the circumference of the arm. Okay, I will complete 3 more rows. So the first is here. I will complete 3 more, and I will show you how to begin then to work for the length actually of the body. So I completed 4 rows. Now I said that for the first and the second you must follow the sequence, but from the third you just work back and forth. It's only that you will need to leave the double triple in front when you work from the back, and on the back when you work on the right side. That's all. Okay, I completed 4. Now the most important thing is to complete 4, is to complete a even number of rows. 1, 2, it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, are they 4? Yes, they are. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's very important to complete a even number of rows for the armhole, and will be, as I said before, will be the length half of the circumference of the arm. Okay, from here, if you want to continue on as a poncho, just continue on in length, and you will work the same thing on the back side. If you want to work the sweater, so the pullover anyway, you will just close the first and the last. So we will work only on the middle part, so we won't work, we will, let's say, eliminate the first and the last sequence. So for the first, of course, you have to slip stitch till the last stitch, like this. Here I am. Here I will slip stitch and chain 3. This will be my first, the border stitch, and then I will begin to work as we already know. Only that I will stop before the last sequence, and I will double crochet into the stitch, first stitch, which is this one. Okay, so that's here. So here I will finish, I will double crochet, and then I will continue on in length with this. Of course, the length is you to decide. Okay, the same thing we will work for the back side. I will just want to show you how to do it. So actually how to work the first row, because for the rest it's exactly as we did now. how to join. Let's say maybe it's tricky. It is not, but anyway. Okay. And then I will show you how to work the sleeve, and that's all. So it's the easiest sweater in the world. Let's pretend we just finished the length, and now let me just show you how to work the back side. Now for the back side, you will work exactly as for the front side, the same number of rows for the sleeve, same number of rows you can work more rows for the back side if you want it a little bit asymmetrical. Now I will insert hook exactly here into the same stitch in the corner where we work the border, double crochet and chain 3. Okay, and from here work 3 double crochets. Don't forget about these 3 double crochets, and then obvious work the 3 double crochets here and continue on the row as you already know. At the end again work 3 double crochet here. Don't forget to put 3 double crochet here, and into the same stitch where we chain 3 you will just work your double crochet, border double crochet. You will continue on and you will actually work exactly the same thing as you work on the other side. Now I will just finish this side, and then I want to show you how to work the sleeve, which is really easy. And now last but not least, the sleeves. So for the sleeve, as I said, you must work in even number. I have 4 here, but anyway. And you will work around each border double crochet. You will begin here with 3. We can, just think of a yarn over and let us work our double crochet like this. First double crochet. So 1, 2, 3, and just go ahead and work 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, 3. And so on all around. Okay, so that's why we need a even number of rows, because we will work, you know, the arrow stitches work on 6 on 2 groups of 3, so that's why. Okay, and now I will just continue on all around, and I will show you how to begin with the arrow stitch. So I finished all around. Now I will just work here in the middle 1 double crochet. You can begin from the underarm, maybe it is better. Okay, and slip stitch into the first double crochet, chain 3 to begin and turn. Don't forget, skip 5 into the 6th, insert hook and work your double triple, then work your 5 skipped stitches, double crochets. Now don't forget to turn to begin another round, so you will always turn. Now you will just continue on like this, working in round the arrow stitch. Really easy. Skip into the 6th, work your double triple, and so on. So as you can see, it is a very easy construction, really easy to alter in any measure you want, and I really hope you will give it a try. It's nice, it's so comfy but so fancy actually, and I really enjoyed making it. I enjoyed created it. So I hope you will enjoy working some of them. For you, I don't know, for who want to, you will want to work one. But anyway, I can say you will just love it. So thank you for watching. Don't forget to take a look on our boutique. You have the link below. And don't forget that we ship only in Europe. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you won't miss another video. See you at the next tutorial. Bye bye.